Hi, and this is a fish. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to show you how this fish will help you get laid. And it'll do it without teaching you cheesy pickup lines that don't work, without letting you spend a dime on dinners and drinks, and without anyone ever noticing you're using his techniques on them. But first, I gotta warn you, I've taught this technique you're about to learn to over 110,000 guys just like you, who live in over 30 countries around the world, and it's going to make hot women stare at you and uncontrollably chase you. If you consider yourself an above average or even typical guy, stick around, this is totally for you. And if you watch until the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you the system that is literally step-by-step and is proven to create sexual intrigue that is so compelling and so powerful that almost any girl you use it on will find their panties around their knees, soaked to the max before she can even say my name is. Listen, I've pulled this off so many times, I've lost count. It even works if she thinks you're unattractive. In fact, if you follow my step-by-step method to the letter, it's literally out of her control. She has to respond. Wouldn't that be a secret you'd love to know? Well, this is a fact. All women go through the same exact process every time they decide to sleep with a guy. And trust me, you've never seen anything like this before, so make sure you watch this video to the very end. One simple, bizarro chick trick that you've never heard of before that got me 90% of my success with women right away, and how thinking like this fish is going to make you better with women than anyone you've ever known. The first technique has to do with the chick's mouth. I know, chick's mouth, you want to put something in it, I get that. But before you run off and do that, let me tell you the secret. Did you know that if you look at a woman's mouth while she's talking to you, that you'll subconsciously make her think about sleeping with you? This is called a sexual trigger. Sexual triggers are secret techniques that bypass all of her barriers and turn her on without her knowledge. Using sexual triggers is like using Inception to make her want to sleep with you. They are the cornerstone of unrivaled success with women, and I'm going to reveal where you can get dozens of these near the end of this video. These triggers are so stealth that they actually bypass a woman's logical brain, and yes, she has one, and they speak directly to her emotional brain. And let me tell you, her emotional brain is this damn big. Every woman's is. Here's another sexual trigger. Did you know that over 90% of guys turn women off before they even open their mouths by facing them directly with their bodies? Yeah, I didn't know that either. Turning your chest toward a girl too early is a subconscious sign of neediness, and it completely destroys sexual attraction. Well, how about this little trick? Before you really start talking about something serious with a girl, try saying this. I get a sense that you're open to trying new things, and that makes me feel comfortable and at ease. Then continue your conversation with her. Doing this at the right time will subconsciously compel her to chase you. It uses a psychological trick called consistency, and it's a biological shortcut that skips over all of her red flags and plugs you directly into her love center. I don't think I need to warn you not to use that one irresponsibly. But look, I know this all sounds ridiculously simple. Well, it is ridiculously simple, but I've got a lot more to share with you if you really want to get the 9s and 10s. These triggers are going to get you in the front door, but they're not going to get you all the way home. So let me teach you exactly how to get all the way home. But first, I need to reveal a big, big lie to you. Because if you don't see these lies for yourself, you'll always be invisible to the super hot chicks. I'm going to start by telling you what women don't want, because you've been lied to. A certain group of people want you to believe that women want this crap, but they don't want it. So let's start from the top. Money. You think women want money? Well, guess what? You've been lied to about money, and I'm pissed off about it. And guess what else? Women are not attracted to big muscles. Most women are actually repulsed by guys who look all steroided up. And it's not a full head of hair. In 2007, a survey revealed that 97% of women actually find bald men sexy. 97%. And it's not good looks either. I remember seeing an interview with Brad Pitt where he admitted that he could not get a date when he first moved to Hollywood. Brad Pitt. Now let me tell you what it's actually all about. It's all about something called pre-selection. That's making her think that other women already want you. And let me tell you how that works. Women have what's called a filter mechanism. That basically means that it's her job to filter out weak and undesired men. And you have what's called an approach mechanism. That's a thing that makes you kick yourself and feel like a wuss if you don't go and talk to a girl you're attracted to. And these two things do not mix. They're like oil and water. And if you walk up to a woman with your normal approach mechanism, like 99% of guys do, then she's going to filter you right out. Just like oil and water. This is a fact, and it's been hardwired into the females of our species, and just about every other species on the planet too, including the fish. Check this out. When most female fish look for a mate, they search for a male who's the brightest color. That's because if a male is a brighter color, it means he's healthier. And they look for those healthy genes to help their offspring survive. But when two males are close to the same brightness, something very strange happens. The females all mate with the one male that the other females are mating with. It's just how they are wired, and women are the exact same way. How? How do women know that other women are attracted to you just by looking at you? Well, here's the beautiful thing. They don't. They're absolutely guessing, and they're pretty good at it too, but they're not perfect at it. And if you know the exact techniques, the exact recipe for sex that I'm going to reveal to you in just a second, you can make any woman think that other women are climbing over each other to get at your jock. And just by mimicking the right thing, all the women around you will begin to fall for it, one by one, regardless of what you look like, how much money you have, or how good you actually are with women. But if you thought it was money, success, or fame that women were attracted to, guess what? You're not alone. So did I, man. And it's because this pre-selection thing is the most well-guarded secret in the world. But do you know who's guarding it? The media. And more specifically, the magazines. Try this. Just pick up a chick's magazine and try to read it. It's chock full of nonsense that they're saying men want. If chick magazines told the truth about what guys wanted, they'd all say this. Step 1, be hotter. Step 2, give great head. And just like women obsess over needing every new purse they see in a magazine, which of course we don't care at all about, we think we need to look like the super douches with tons of inheritance money that we see in magazines. It's no different. So forget about that, because now you know that women are not attracted to guys with money. They're not attracted to good looks, they're not attracted to huge muscles, and they're not attracted to a full head of hair. What women are really attracted to is pre-selection. That's it. That's all. Everything else is a lie. But knowing exactly what to mimic to use pre-selection to attract flocks of women is everything. I wanted to have the women I knew I deserved, just like I'm sure you do. I didn't want to settle for the ones I knew I could easily get, just like you don't want to settle either. Now, I've revealed some pretty controversial secrets in this webinar. Secrets that, frankly, I could get into a lot of trouble for revealing. You now know that looking at a woman's mouth at the right time will make her uncontrollably daydream about sleeping with you. You learn that facing a woman directly when you first meet her will completely and instantly turn her off. You learn that just by saying one sentence, you can make any woman compete for your attention and chase after you. And you found out that women actually don't want money, big muscles, or a full head of hair or good looks. You now know, and this is what would get me in a lot of trouble, that women are actually attracted to pre-selection. And that you can follow a few simple steps to use pre-selection to turn on any woman you want. I also revealed the secret behind a woman's filter mechanism, and that you can bypass it and stay under the radar while you're doing it. Now, you can take this information that I've taught you here today, and it will work.